Hello everyone, good morning. So this video is going to be about how there's too many prophetic words out there, especially in YouTube, but many of them, they don't know what they're talking about. Now, remember in my other video, when I said, well, that's if you even watched it, I said that in Ecclesiastic, I think it was Ecclesiastic 3, it says that we are animals, right? We are animals. That's true. That's true. Now, but what these prophetic words don't mention is the fact that they are demons, but they're demons from earth. They are worldly demons. They're not from hell, right? And it's because of what the devil did when he tempted Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, and he ended up being their firstborn son, Cain. And ever since then, it's been replicated into the world, right? But the devil doesn't understand it, meaning the purpose of the devil was replicated into demons, right? But worldly demons. But if he was to be born, even though he was, he was created in heaven, but after he got kicked out of heaven, if he was to be born in hell, then that would have been a different story. But he was born on earth. So because he was born on earth, it was replicated that so many demons out there, they think that they're from hell. The reason why is because the devil, he had to be inside all of them. But then when God, he goes to them and he say, fear not, is because they scared. They don't know what they are. They know that they're from the world, but they don't know what they are. So he tells them to do this. All of a sudden, the devil, he wants revenge because he felt like he discovered them first, right? He felt like he discovered them first. He don't feel like he created them. He felt like he discovered them first. So he wants revenge. So many of you out there don't even realize you are worldly demons. There's a difference. You're not from hell. You're from the world, but you're a demon from the world, right? And because you're a demon from the world, that's the reason why in the Bible, God said, fear not, right? Because he knew you was fear, and he wanted to work his favor in you, because he saw that you were supposed to be something else. So it's like, for example, if he sees that you are a human, right, but spiritually you are a demon from earth, he would tell you something. All of a sudden that human flesh just pretty much withers. It withers. And then he would tell you, go into a swamp, and all of a sudden you become an alligator. So he would tell you that's what you belong. You belong there. But if he tell you to go to the desert and you become a scorpion, then he would tell you you belong there, right? But if he tells you to go to these two places and yet nothing happens, then he would say, okay, come right here. Then all of a sudden you become a diamond. So he would tell you, you wasn't supposed to be human. You are for humans, right? But then the devil would tempt you, and he would tempt you by making you see what humans do, just so that you will no longer be diamonds or golds or anything like that, right? So you can go back into being a human to do evil. So meaning, it's like a way of saying there's too many humans in the world, and God is investigating to try to figure out exactly why are you a human, right? So when he sees that you belong somewhere else, you have to obey him. That's the reason why I said Eve knew that animals wasn't supposed to talk. But because she was supposed to give birth to the devil, she already felt as if they were supposed to talk, right? So it was too soon. So the devil allowed her to eat the forbidden fruit, so that way she would just have no other choice but to just give birth to the devil as Cain. And then all of a sudden, all of these worldly demons, he will investigate and try to figure out why they're humans and put them where they belong. You belong here. You don't belong as a human. You belong for humans. That's your purpose. Your purpose is for humans. So if you're supposed to be a dog, then you're supposed to be a dog. Why are you a human? And then you wonder why you're aggressive, right? Go ahead and start your own. Go ahead and start your own makeup line. And then all of a sudden people they are allergic to it, right? That's because you are makeup. You're supposed to be makeup, right? But what are you going to be the makeup for, right? It's like you putting yourself in yourself. You putting yourself on yourself. So then God looks at you like, and then you wonder why you're allergic, because you're not supposed to be human. You're supposed to be for humans, right? But then when you don't want to obey, you die and you go to hell, because you didn't give God a chance to tell you who you are or what you are. That's what worldly demons are, right? But when you fall for the devil's temptation and you feel like you hate humans, that's because you didn't give God the chance to tell you what he's going to do with you. You didn't give him the chance, right? And then it leads you to confusion. Be like, but I don't get it. I have parents, so does dogs, right? But makeup doesn't have parents. I don't want to be makeup. Well, I guess the devil really got you deep. But because you are makeup and you feel like makeup doesn't talk, you're not going to pray to God. You're not going to fast. Because you have makeup right there in front of you. It doesn't talk. It doesn't walk. It doesn't do this. It doesn't do that. But if it happened to walk and does do this, all of a sudden you think that's paranormal activity. No, it isn't. That's you. That's what you are. You are for humans. You're not supposed to be a human. That's what they want. They're gonna be like, oh, that's paranormal activity. Look. The chair is moving. You are the fucking chair. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best not to curse. You are the chair. Because if you say that God is everything and he created all, he's above all, what is so hard with you being a chair? Oh, because, I've been a human for so long, for 35 years, and I be farting and it stink. When I get mad, I throw chairs across the room, or when I get mad, I just slice the chair, or keep stabbing it. And I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So why don't you have a relationship with God, just for him to tell you that you are a chair, right? You are a chair, just for him to break the chair in front of you and ask you, do you feel anything? And when you don't feel anything, you be like, no, I don't feel anything. Okay, so be the chair. But because you've been a human for 35 years or even longer, you're like, no, I've already been a human for this long. I don't want to disappoint my parents. I don't want to break their hearts. You are an idiot. Those are not even your parents. Those are not even your parents. But of course, if you hear a video like this, you're going to think, oh, this girl is clearly delusional. She's bugged out. She needs some serious help. You mean to tell me that we're a chair? So what about you? Are you a chair? No, I'm not a freaking chair. That's why I have a relationship with God. Because I'm in the same situation as you. The only thing is I develop it more stronger than you and more faster than you, and pretty much I end up being in tune with it. But you, on the other hand, you rather just keep on letting that confusion affect you, and you want to get your anger out on humans when you're not even supposed to be a human. You're supposed to be an object. You're supposed to be something else. You're supposed to be a pet. You're supposed to be an animal, That's why God, he promised the Israelites milk and honey, because they were bears. They were bears. And that's the reason why the Egyptians treated them differently, because they were doing so many freaking witchcraft and voodoo, all that stuff over there. They was doing so many things just for them to see that they were bears. And they like, we don't got to listen to you. We don't have to do anything, because obviously you must have did witchcraft for you to be a talking bear and a human. So of course they're going to treat you differently. So if you don't want to be treated any differently, you have to realize that now you are pretty much like the Egyptians. You're slaving these people into treating you the same, even though you're battling with confusion. And that's not fair. Just do what you got to do. Be what you have to be. If you are a chair, then you are a chair. That's pretty much what it is. But many of you, you were a chair. And the devil knew that, so he made a deal with you, saying that you will be human, just so that you can pretty much want revenge on people. So you turn these people into chairs, but they be thinking